What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. The game has finished. It is Royal Antwerp 1, Tottenham 0 in our second group phase game. In a game where it just didn't seem right from start to finish. You can't really blame the lineup pretty much that Jose put out. The lineup was definitely good enough to win a game like 100%. That. It just wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough at the back. It wasn't good enough up front. But at the end of the day, you've got to give credit to Antwerp because they were really good today.
From the first minute, Antwerp were way more aggressive than us. They definitely wanted it more than us. You can definitely see that on the pitch. Every time we tried to get into our forward players, they were literally right up the back of every of our attacking players, being aggressive, pressing them, not giving them any time on the ball.
The box every time
and we just didn't have an answer to it. And first half, we give away a really sloppy goal. Ben Davies, who struggled all night at centre back,
with all the plaudits he's got, especially last week and Thursday night, how good people were saying he played centre back.
Yeah.
The same position today.
I always said if he ever came up against a big physical striker, that could be the big issue for him because he's just not that kind of player. And it came up against Mbakani tonight, who I knew from his Premier League days at Norwich, and I knew he was big. He's a big physical striker, and he likes to cause problems. And he did that exactly to Ben Davies tonight. Didn't let Ben Davies have a sniff at the back. He tackled Ben Davies for the goal, causing a two-on-one situation, which we couldn't deal with at the back. And he squared it to Rafael. We finished, and in the first half, we were really struggling to create chances, and we really struggled throughout the game, to be honest, to create any sort of openings. But at half-time, Mourinho makes 4 substitutions, taking off Dele, Lo Celso, Bergwijn and Vinicius, pretty much a whole attacking lineup, and bringing on a few more of the big hitters.
They were all very poor.
And then on the hour, bring on Harry Kane as well. But you got to say, was Son Kane much better when they came on?
Not really.
Not really. So I don't know. It was a big move from Mourinho to kind of drastically change.
Maybe Son added a little bit more, but
it was a big. I thought it was a bit drastic to make 4 subs at half time, given how the game was going, in my opinion. Although it wasn't going great, it didn't really help things. We kind of lacked bite throughout the game. Højbjerg came on, improved it in that. We started to dominate the centre midfield a bit more.
For me, Højbjerg should have come on for Winks, and Lo Celso should have stayed on, or maybe take off Lo Celso for Ndombele, because Lo Celso
was on squad.
Fair enough, but Lo Celso was poor in that first half.
Yeah, he was. I think you got to say Tottenham were poor throughout the game. Antwerp had the much better of the game. They were very with Tottenham were very, very lucky not to have lost this by 2 or 3, considering a couple of the chances Antwerp missed on the break. One from Mbakani inside the 6-yard box,
our best player tonight was
he
probably
blazed
Lloris.
off the ball. Well, we didn't know. I don't think it was well. As in terms of he didn't make any saves. It was he
made that one save that looked like it was probably going over anyway, and that makes him our best player.
Maybe, yeah, probably right.
Name me a better player. Reguilon was rubbish.
Probably Winks, I would say.
Even Winks, I didn't think played well tonight.
I think Winks was probably our best player.
I thought Winks was poor.
I disagree. I actually don't think Winks was poor tonight.
I think he was poor.
I completely disagree with that. Disagree.
That's game. Football's a game of opinions.
Yeah, but he was actually finding passes in between the lines. It's when he passed the ball to the players, they weren't doing anything with it. He was doing his job, Winks. That's a fact. Yeah,
there were many misplaced passes from Winks today.
But yeah, Lloris didn't have much to do, but because the Antwerp's finishing was completely wayward. Mbakani missed a really big chance inside the 6-yard box. The left back as well was through 1-on-1, and he completely panicked and blazed it over. Tottenham really failed to create any sort of chances, and anytime we did get any shots off, it was such a congested central area. Antwerp were blocking all the shots and everything. And I think it was just go back to the drawing board in terms of our attacking play. We kind of struggled to adapt to Antwerp's play. Antwerp were full of confidence, and they deserved the win.
It was similar to the Burnley game, as in Antwerp came with a game plan. They performed it to absolute perfection. Spurs lacked ideas. We lacked fight. We were so static everywhere on the pitch. I mean, it was just really hard game to watch. It really was.
It's two games.
Standout performance whatsoever.
It's just 2 games in a row now. We have struggled a bit going forward, and I know the Burnley game was difficult to manage, and we got through that game. We didn't get through this game, and we've got to come up with a better plan. I mean, when we came up against West Ham and Newcastle, two teams who do like to sit back, we came up with ideas, and we were very, very creative and good. But
even in that West Ham game, the first 15 minutes were brilliant, but we didn't do much after that.
but these past 2 games we've struggled. So we've got to look into how we're attacking. This was supposed to be a game as well where we saw the Bale come on a bit and come on to a new level. We didn't quite see that. And I thought it was quite harsh for me personally. I thought it was quite harsh on Vinicius to be hooked to half time, because I actually thought he was okay in the first half. But
I felt that he was finding the ball really well, like taking the ball down every time, but he couldn't get a pass off after that.
Yeah, but give him some more time. It's only 45 minutes. But anyway, look, poor performance. I think, and no one really comes out of this game with much credit. I think Mourinho as well doesn't come out with much game of credit, because I think he got the Davis decision wrong, and I think he was just a bit too drastic with all those changes in quick succession. But anyway,
I think the 3 changes were probably warranted. Maybe you're right about the Vinicius one, but the other 3, then I genuinely believe those 3 players.
I actually think we were better in the first half than we were in the second, to be honest.
Maybe.
I actually think we were. So that's my personally.
That just shows how poor we were.
Yeah.
We were poor in that first half, and Jose did have to try do something to change it.
I'm not saying don't change it, but he makes 4 changes and changes everything. It's like, calm down a bit. I know it's going badly, but it wasn't all wasn't lost in that first half. Let's just calm down, make a couple changes or something. Anyway, that's my opinion.
Anything to note about Dele? He didn't do anything to stake a claim.
Dele in his 3 starts this season has been taken over half time twice.
I thought he was shocking today in the first half. I really did.
It wasn't great.
I can't.
Wasn't great.
I've stuck up for Dele Alli a number of times, and I just can't keep doing it. Dele Alli was shocking in that first half. And again, what I'm going to say about Giovanni Lo Celso, I hardly saw him. Was he even on the pitch on that first half?
Yeah, he was a bit anonymous. Yeah, I know we know he's come back from injury, but he was anonymous today, and that's he has to improve. He has to get back to that level he was playing at the back end of last season for sure.
But look.
All is not lost.
I know we're kind of digging in the team here, but it's only a 1-0 loss. It's only the second group stage game against the hardest team in the group away from home. So I think you've got to take a step back and look at the bigger picture a bit, because we're still going to qualify from this group. Let's be honest.
Look, you got to have perspective in terms of what this result actually means. But it's a bad game, bad result, no doubt about it. You can't say anything about the performance. The performance was shocking, but you just got to look at the bigger picture. Once we qualify in this group, this game's forgotten. It's nothing. So it is what it is at the moment. And this was always going to be the hardest game in the group, and we ended up losing it. Antwerp came in the plan, and credit to them, they pulled it off sensationally. They were fantastic all game. I think the 2 central midfielders, Hongla and Haroun, were absolutely fantastic, and you got to give them credit.
As well was very good.
And Bukhari, and Rafaelov were a good partnership. So I'm sure we'll beat them in the home leg. We'll have to wait and see in that. But look, it is what it is. We've got to take it, move on from it, and we got to learn from how we played.
Yeah, but Jose will not be happy with the application his players
clearly 4 changes at half time.
Yeah,
that shows it all.
But there you have it. Tottenham lose 1-0 away at Antwerp. Like, subscribe, and comment, and as always, come on, you Spurs.